This season of the Urban Conservative Podcast is brought to you by Newton for Senate, working to improve education, reduce taxes, and keep North Carolina #1 for business. Find out more at newtonforsenate.com. This episode of the Urban Conservative has also been sponsored by Case Technology Consulting. Help your business get value out of its data and become more efficient and streamlined. Case Technology Consulting. Check out the link in the description. Episode of Top of the Morning is brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Kelly Harmon, providing you with well-researched guidance backed by Edward Jones' extensive team and technology that help you prepare for retirement, children's education, or other financial goals. Call 252-473-1006 or visit the link on the screen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's time for Top of the Morning, the best 30-minute morning show on the internet. Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year. We hope everyone is doing well. Bro, top of the morning, sir. Top of the morning to you, sir. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here on the Urban Conservative for Top of the Morning. First episode of 20 to the 24. Feeling pretty good about it, bro. Did some grape juice, man. This was no alcohol New Year's Eve. We did some sparkling rosé grape juice, bro. Yeah, I did absolutely none of the above. I did. That's what I have. Carvel, man. I saw that y'all went and got some Carvel. Yeah, that was. Yeah, we did. We definitely did the Carvel early, but that was at like 8 o'clock. I want to say something like that to that effect. 8 o'clock, give or take. So so such it was. What did you do? You just played the crib? What did y'all do? We played the crib, bro. We didn't do much, man. You know how that goes. We played the crib, ate a little something, some rosé, and actually, I gotta tell you, bro. And this has nothing to do with, but I tried something New Year's Eve. I cooked dinner. Okay. Oh, I gotta, Sweet Baby Ray's makes a sweet chili barbecue sauce. Jeez Louise. Whoa, bro. Why don't they call that Sweet Baby Sugars, though? It is sweet for real. But yeah, no, they made this one it's got a little spice to it. So we did that, right, man. And I gotta do some house cleaning here at the front end, being that it's a new year, right? And why are we not on the camera? Why are we not even on the camera right now? Okay, so being that it's a new year, right? One of the things that I have to do on the outset, being a proud Suffolk County Republican, being a proud Suffolk County Republican, I have to give a major shout out to our new Republican county executive. Super big shouts out to Ed Romaine, sworn in officially our Suffolk County executive. Republicans, way to go. Just look forward to this awesome administration. Also, shouts out to all of the Republicans that got elected, that got sworn in. Shouts out to now Brookhaven Town Supervisor Dan Panico. Shouts out to all of the incumbents out in the town of Smithtown that kept their seats out. We had an awesome year. Some L's. We took some L's, but that is the nature of the game. There's some wins and some L's. Wait a minute. Can you make that picture bigger? Sure. Just wait a minute. That's where that hat went. I was trying to find that damn hat. That's where that hat went. You got that hat. Okay, well, first of all, First of all, we had this discussion about this hat already. That is not the same hat that you think that is. Oh. Yeah, you are totally wrong. Now, in fact, the hat that you are looking for, I in fact have that hat too, but that is not that hat, sir. Just to let you know that off the rip. But once again, super big shouts out to our Suffolk County executive. Just being close, sometimes a little closer than most people to campaigns and kind of seeing how the sausage is made. Yeah. I can tell you that this gentleman, Mr. Romaine, was everywhere Say everywhere. Everywhere. Like he really put in a lot of work. So did the GOP. So shouts out to our chairman Jesse Garcia and the whole entire Suffolk County GOP. Just great work this year, ladies and gentlemen, on getting us a Republican county executive now to fix some ish. All right. But yeah, I had to plug that at the top of the year. So when we ask, are we going in the right direction at the top of the year kind of thing? I want to say we are, right? I kind of want to say we are.
Since you plugged one, let me plug one real quick. This kind of goes towards are we going in the right direction? If you live in Davidson, Davie, Rowan, Forsyth, Guilford County, this is going down Friday, January 26th, 6 to 9 p.m. The Douglas Debate Series, sponsored by the Frederick Douglass Foundation of North Carolina. This is going to be a doozy. But you can get your tickets by going to fdfnc.org. This is just one of the many debates that the Frederick Douglass Foundation is going to be holding. We're not only doing the 6th Congressional District, we are also looking at the 10th Congressional District, a Council of State debate, and we're also looking at the Superintendent of Public Instruction. But again, go to fdfnc.org. Get your tickets for the 6th Congressional District debate. No, this is not a forum, bro. For the record, I don't like going to the forums anymore because it's like we all agree about everything. Yes, I agree, and I agree, and I agree. We want to find out where people disagree. We want to find out what makes people the actual best candidate for the job. So if you're a fan of debates, actual debates, you're not going to want to miss this one.
Okay, well, hold on. Since we're talking about that, then we might as well go ahead and do that. Might as well get that out of the way as well. I mean, since we're in the space where we're doing this, right? Go ahead, do that.
All right. Well, and thank goodness we do not have a primary, so I will not be on your ballot in March. However, we will be on your ballot in November of 2024 for the 12th Congressional District race against Alma Adams. Now, here is the situation that we are looking at, folks. We are talking about someone who has done absolutely nothing to improve early childhood education. And why do you say that, Abdul? Well, look at the numbers for our early childhood literacy rates. Look at the literacy rates in our school in general and tell me what she's done to fix it. Look at the crime in the city of Charlotte. It's going up exponentially. I just got this morning on Nextdoor, bro. A lady was followed by somebody who began to, how do we call it? Pleasure himself in public in front of the lady, and they let him right back out. Like, it's just that kind of situation. So not only that, we're talking about a situation where we need somebody who can go to DC and represent the people of the 12th district, not just the Republicans, not just the Democrats, not just the HBCUs, but somebody that's going to represent the entirety of the district. So I'm asking you to go to Ali for Congress, ALI4Congress.com. All we need you to do is drop $24 to help us move the needle, get Alma Adams out of there, and put some real representation in for the 12th Congressional District. And if you're interested in hosting a meet and greet, you want to have a cup of coffee or something like that, I'm always available to do that. You just go on the website, sign up, and we'll be more than happy to facilitate something. But again, that is aliforcongress.com. Help us do more in 24 bucks is what we're asking everybody to go to the website and donate. That way we can run a strong, steady, vibrant campaign. That's all I've got on that. I'll stop plugging that there because the question is, are we going in the right direction so far in 2024? And bro, I'm going to show you something right now that tells me we are not going in the right direction in 2024. And
wait. Pause that. I'm going to have you pause that. I'm going to pause it right there. Pause it. Okay. Pause. All right. So I want to table something, ladies and gentlemen, right? Sure. And the reason I want to table this is because, as you see, these people, I almost wanted to say it like Bill Cosby. These people, he got canceled. I can't even impersonate Bill Cosby anymore because these people, right? But
these people,
look here. You got to understand something. Mm-hmm. These people don't look that bad off. All right.
There's a lot of chub in that picture, bro. That's exactly what you're going after.
I'm looking for, and this doesn't represent the views of any of the organizations we're a part of. This is just my personal thing. I think if you show up to the border seeking asylum you should almost be dead, right? You should be so like you should look the part. You should look so bad when you show up that we're like, oh my God, they need asylum. We should be able to look at them and go like, they barely made it. Right? Okay. This doesn't not push play. This doesn't look like that group. This doesn't look like people that are trying to get away from something. Look. Go ahead, push play. He looks like he's looking for a job. Wait, back up, Terry. What was that in the front? Right there. Oh, okay. That was a little boy.
All right, here's what my problem is, right? Here's what my problem is. Do you notice something about this? And you're going to judge me for saying this, right?
What's that?
Their sneakers look too good.
See what I'm saying? Like my other question is where has everyone been taking a shit this whole time? Like that's my other question. It must be like a 1,000-mile long shit line from wherever these people have left from. Where's all this doo-doo going? I know everybody's been wondering. I'm gonna be the one to ask. I'll lay it out there for you guys. It's what we're here for this year.
Here's what my thing is, right? And then when we talk about this is something why I think we need new representation in DC. We need a safe first country policy. If it's safe where you get to, you stay there until you apply for asylum. What is wrong with a safe first country policy? Somebody explain to me in the comments why if you get to a country that's safer than where you are before you get here and you can apply for asylum, why not just wait there? What's wrong?
Well, this is definitely an indicator of not heading in the right direction to start off the year. But, however, maybe this will counter that, right? Because we have a former BLM guy, right, saying,
yo, I'm sorry, bro. Y'all got new Crocs. There's Crocs. The soles on these shoes don't look that worn out. I'm sorry, bro. I agree with you. Yo, we need to be really seriously considering.
She looks way too healthy to be seeking asylum. I mean, listen, sure, things are bad where you're from, but things are bad here. I don't know if these people understand what's happening right now. Things are bad here. Things are not cool up here because of the guy in the middle. The guy in the middle is tearing shit up. I don't know if y'all understand this. Him and his crew are literally out here wrecking the place. Like, you know, remember it was, we're going to get the grown-ups back in the White House. We're going to get civility and decency back in the White House. That shit has not happened.
Do you know how I knew this was all going bad? You know how I knew this was going bad, bro? You know how I knew when this was going to be like, hold on, where's it at? I'm going to find it right now. Hold on. This is how I this is how I knew I got to share.
Can I share a pet peeve in 24? Can I share this?
This is how I knew this was going bad, bro. This is how I knew.
Oh no!
This is how I knew this was all bad, bro. I knew.
Yo, wait. This is, you know, that woman just set us back like 65 years with that intro move, right?
With the
she set us back a generation with that.
Yo, what is with the faces, bro? Why the mouth open, bro? Like, this was the weirdest thing I had ever. I knew this was going. Okay, what is that?
All right, so here's what I want to know. Here's what I want to know. As the camera did this long continuous shot, right? Are the other people still performing behind the goddamn camera?
I believe they are, bro. I believe they are. I believe that they are, bro.
Or are they in new positions? No, they took new positions. Okay, this is all planned out to be one long continue. But how is this relevant to anything?
What does this have to do with Christmas, bro?
This is Joe Biden thing?
This was Joe Biden's thing, bro.
You know what?
Let me tell you what happened. With a flower on his head.
Let me tell you what happened. No. I know what happened. Listen, I know what happened.
All right, I'm listening.
The media people are on mushrooms. These people are on LSD. It's the only thing I can think of. They must be somewhere, like somebody is hitting some K2 somewhere, like, I got it.
Oh man. We're going to have a dancing flower mushroom. That's what we're going to do. Come on, bro. Like,
There's
seriously.
No way. There's no absolutely. Okay, yeah, you're right. That doesn't bode well for coming into the new year. But
I knew, I was like, yeah, this is not going to go.
All right, I don't even know how to do this, but the reason Rand Paul is on here is because I think we all need to be aware, right? We all need to be aware of the Fastivious report for this year. The Fastivious. All right? Here you go. Here you go.
Festivus, you mean? Festivus.
I call it Fastivious. I'd like to say it like that. I know there's no other I, but I like to say it. Okay? So the origin being the whole Costanza thing, we know that, right? But where's the actual Rand Paul one? Here we go. I meant to have this up already, pause, but I didn't. I have it on my hard drive. I just don't want to look for it. Paul, here we go.
December 22nd.
Where is it? Fastivious Stiller. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Full report. Okay, share this tab. Here we go. You see that?
Yeah, I see that. Hold on.
Okay, so here we go. This is the report. You still see that?
I still see it.
All right, folks, let's buckle up. Kill the music for a second. Kill the music for a second.
Killing it, said music.
All right. We're going to hit some headlines here, and I have to tell you guys, especially those in the minority communities, you guys should be very concerned about this.
Barbie, so wait. You're scrolling too fast. What is that?
No, I'm not. I'm going to go right here like this, and then we're going to go like
the faces of Barbie Dream World played a role in the fiscal nightmare that was COVID-19 spending. Government spending was already out of control when Congress approved $800 billion in COVID paycheck protection funds. As federal agencies hustled to get the funds out quickly, it came to no surprise when swindlers rushed to line up for their cut of the COVID cash. Some of us saw the writing on the wall and predicted that shutting down our economy and printing more money to pay the nation to stay home from work would be a disaster. But using Barbie's face as proof of identity to steal taxpayer dollars was not on my COVID bingo card. Are you kidding me?
Those are the IDs.
People actually submitted Barbie faces. I'm done.
All right. No, it gets better.
I'm done.
This is important. In the red, $659 billion for interest on our national debt. We're going to just keep running through this. Read that headline, bro.
Dr. Fauci's monkey business. $33.2 million to run NIH's Monkey Island. What's known to South Carolina locals as Monkey Island is Dr. Fauci's 3,000 monkey colony raised on state-owned island. The National Institute of Health signed a $33.2 million contract with a local business to house, feed, and care for these monkeys before they're shipped to research labs around the country. The federal government established a colony in the late 1970s through the multi-million-dollar contract to care for the monkeys, changed hand a few times. NIH also paid millions to a large pharmaceutical company to maintain Dr. Fauci's Monkey Island. Monkey business is big business. Are you kidding me? USD's cutting a walking hot dog. Go ahead, bro. Just go ahead.
When you walk outside in the summer, you get hot. When Labrador retrievers are walked outside in the summer, they also get hot. Getting hot while walking outside in the heat might be obvious to you, but the United States Department of Agriculture allocated cutting-edge research funding to support a summer study that walked 16 dogs of 2 different colors and measured their rectal temperatures. The researchers found that the Labrador's fur color did not affect their body temperatures after a hot summer's walk. That's it. The taxpayer-funded cutting-edge study. The Agricultural Research Service at the USDA, which funded the study at Southern Illinois University, gets $1.7 billion a year from Congress. But it's unknown how much the hot dog study cost the taxpayers. Okay. All right. Department of Homeland Security training employees to be their authentic and best selves.
We covered that. I remember that video. That was nuts.
Russian cats on a treadmill, funded by part of a $2.7 million NIH grant. I'm not even going to read that.
I got to read this out because if you're just listening and you're not watching. You got to listen to this. Listen, listen. After having their brain stems snipped, Russian cats were forced to walk on a treadmill in Russian labs. This is all thanks to U.S. taxpayers footing the bill. Russian scientists funded with your money posted videos of their catwalks. I can't even. Of their catwalk studies, which showed shaved cats hooked up to electrodes and struggling to walk on a treadmill. Yep.
You fucking think? Sorry, folks. You could just see that when the government paid $38 million to dead people. We'll
US,
just
wait.
Hold on. This gets better.
No. I saw a lobster for $8,000, bro. You got to go back. What? DOD's $8,395 lobster tank, not quite the tank to take into battle. We all know that the Department of Defense makes purchases for military operations. One would imagine weapons, ammunitions, and tanks might be among those purchased, but according to USAspending.gov, they aren't the kind of tanks you're thinking for. The DOD paid $8,395 for a lobster tank purchased from a restaurant equipment company in Springfield. I understand military personnel need to eat, but does the DOD really need a lobster tank? I think we can all agree these aren't the tanks Americans thought their tax dollars were funding. Here's what my thing is. Why?
Hold on. Wait. Stop. We can get into all of this, right? But hold on. There's one here. All right, there you go.
Meth head monkeys?
Go ahead. We got like two more of these, and then we're gonna go on to the next thing. But go ahead, read that to the folks. You can't make this up.
To the Health, NIH-funded researchers at the University of Mississippi Medical Center gave lab monkeys. Yo, I can't, bro. Gave lab monkeys meth in the. I can't.
That sounds like a crazy radio show. Lab monkeys meth in the morning.
Monkeys meth in the morning.
And lab monkeys meth in the morning.
Yeah. Gave lab monkeys meth in the morning and tracked the monkey's sleep habits. You don't sleep on meth. Anybody could tell you this.
And through implanted wire leads running subcutaneously from the head incision to the eye orbit, exiting the eye orbit from underneath the upper eyelid. What the do I need to be doing this to animals for? Like these are look. I understand, right? I completely understand without any equivocation that animals are here for our food, right? And I got it. The animals are like respectfully one step underneath us, right? Right? Respectfully. Even in the bibble, I gave y'all this for food. Y'all can eat those. Don't eat those, though. You can eat those. Don't eat those. Them is the clean ones. You can have those. Don't eat those.
Right.
I got it. Cool. Everybody got that.
I don't think monkey was on the buffet.
Why do you need to do this to animals? If suffice it to say, if some shit's too dangerous to try on people, how about we just leave that shit alone and not do that, right? Or come up with some other analogous material, right? The only exception I may have to this, and I know it's hypocritical, is with like rats. Do it to the rats. Monkeys look too human to me. They look like little, like they have these little faces, right? And I'm like, it's just unnecessarily cruel. Just my opinion.
Here's my thing, bro.
I know it's hypocritical, but it's cruel.
All I'm saying is not everything we think of we need to do, bro. Like, just because you can think of it doesn't necessarily.
It seems like it doesn't mean the taxpayer.
We should be footing the bill. We don't work so that you can put electrodes up monkey butts, bro. It's just,
well, this is important. This is important to all of us here. This $400 million pot of cash for political campaigns. Every year, the IRS reroutes incoming tax payments to a fund set aside for U.S. presidential campaigns. The account is funded by a $3 IRS tax return checkbox. Since 2008, no major political party's candidate for president has accepted the funds. As of November 1st, 2023, $400.6 million sat unused in the presidential election campaign fund account. Why do we provide unused and unnecessary welfare for politicians and their presidential campaigns? Great question, Mr. Paul.
Here's what I would recommend we do. Why don't we take that $400 million and give it to early childhood centers across the country and attach an early childhood literacy program to these daycares that are receiving federal funds. Why don't we do that?
Okay. The same reason we gave the SBA's $200 million ticket to Backstage when local concert venues and family-owned theaters were forced to shut down during the pandemic. Distributing financial relief was left to the Small Business Administration. The Shuttered Venue Operators Grant, or SVOG program, SVOG program, was supposed to provide a lifeline to small entertainment businesses nationwide. Sadly, but not surprisingly, the SBA failed to deliver. Business Insider identified dozens of famous music artists and their touring companies that received over $200 million. So
wait, Post Malone got $10 million in taxpayer money. Chris Brown got $10 million in taxpayer money. Usher got 3.1 mil. People still listen to Smashing Pumpkins? Okay, you say so. Slipknot got 10 million?
What's going on? Listen. All right. Hold on. And look at this one. Studying COVID-19 misinformation on social media in Black and rural communities using $3.8 million in NIH funds. Dr. Fauci's $477,000 transgender monkey study. I repeat,
hold on.
Transgender monkey studies. Under Dr. Fauci, the National Institute of Allergy and NIAID
oh my God,
was back in business of wasting your money and torturing animals. These people seem to love to do things to animals. This time, instead of tormenting puppies with ravenous sand fleas, a Florida lab is trying to feminize male monkeys. That's right. Using over 400 grand of your tax dollars to fund the forced feminization of rhesus macaques. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to show y'all something. And then we're going to leave this here. Okay? Why should y'all especially, why should we be terrified about this? Do me a favor, bro. Pull up a tab, right? If you are one of the people that believe that it is not true that there are studies and programs underway and that the feminization of a certain group of people is not on the table, right? Why would they be using rhesus macaques? Right? Why would they be doing that? Let's ask this question. What does the rhesus macaque and humans have in common? What's there, Ali, that you know
of? Genetic material. We're probably like 90-something%.
Okay, so do me a favor. Do me a favor. Pull up a tab and type in what does the RH factor stand for? What is that? You ever heard that when you get your blood work, the RH factor?
The RH factor is a protein that's found on some people's red blood cells. If your red blood cells have the protein, you're RH positive. If your blood cells don't have the protein, you're RH negative. Being RH positive or RH negative doesn't affect your health. So,
okay, what does the RH stand for?
Hold on, let's see. What does the RH stand for? Hold on. It doesn't, it's a blood type thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is due to blood type. So what you got is these monkeys have a very similar blood type to human beings.
Well, that's what the RH and the rhesus means. In the rhesus monkey, that's why they use it. That's why it's called the RH factor. That's what I was trying to get you to understand. Hold on. So look, I'll pull it up for you. Here you go. Here you go. Share right here. What does that say right there?
Hold on. The designation RH is derived from the use of the blood of rhesus monkeys in the basic test for determining the presence of the RH antigen in human blood. So it is not tinfoil hat material.
No, sir.
It is not, that-ish crazy conspiracy theory level.
To say what was just said. What I said is
what my brother just said.
No.
But here's my problem, bro.
Figure it out.
Here's my problem, right? have you seen a monkey? Like, have you actually seen a monkey, bro?
I respectfully, I've seen people that I couldn't tell the difference. Like I was like, if you let his hair grow and you just let him sit there, that's a monkey. I would walk by and go, that's a gorilla. I mean, but listen, in all fairness, don't we look just as equally as odd to them? Like you, yeah, the monkey's like, what are they doing? Like,
yo, that you're telling me that thing isn't sentient, that it doesn't know? Like, hey, you're playing with my Johnson, bro. What are you doing?
Like, so are you asking, so if you're asking, does that thing have feelings and does it feel pain? Yes, it has a nervous system, right? But, however, I do think we have been endowed with something different than the rest of God's creations. Because
I'll agree with that. I don't disagree, but I still think it's really cruel, bro.
There's no two ways about the cruel nature of it, right? But listen, this goes on and on and on, right? So please take your time, look up the Festivus report from Rand Paul, right? It'll be available in the description of this video, and take a look at that for yourself. Look at how the government's wasting money, so you can get familiar with that. And then what we're going to do real quick, Ali, we're going to switch gears because we're talking about, are we headed in the right direction in 24?
Sure.
And here's my thing.
Okay.
Just my thing, right? I think there are indicators we may be able to start heading in the right direction, right?
What makes
There's some indicators of that? Well, things like this, okay? Things like this. So check this out.
Your line of thinking, maybe they supported Biden 3 years ago in 2020, but now they're going to vote for Donald Trump or whomever the Republican nominee is in 10 months?
That's correct. And, you know, and it's both. I've got backlash, but I've also gotten support. And it's going to take education because the Democratic Party has gotten down to a science manipulation of the Black community. They pimp out our party using racism. Because it's a method to detract and deflect the attention from their actual racism. The Democratic Party and, you know, white liberals and Black liberals as well are the most racist people in the country.
Ashley, here are the numbers. So with African-American voters, it's pretty stunning, by the way. Joe Biden in 2020 won 87% of the African-American vote. He's down to 63% right now, which is the lowest for an incumbent Democratic president.
You know what I'm saying? See what I said? There's some indicators here, and I'm not using this opportunity as a plug, Ali. I'm telling you guys, it's because of things that like podcasts like this and things that we do off the air, right? This is one thing, but every day reaching out to people, every day having these conversations and sharing the content and talking with people and being involved with the party and being involved with running and helping as many candidates as we can, and bringing as many people into this understanding. I had a conversation with a brother out in South Carolina 2 days ago, right? And he's a registered Democrat. And I said to him, I asked him certain questions, and I was like, if you're a registered Democrat, but none of the things you just explained to me, like saying that school choice should be an option, you know, saying that you should be able to make it based on your hard work and dedication. You should be able to, you know, people should be able to come here legally, not illegally. Saying things like the government shouldn't be involved in raising your kid and deciding if you should vaccinate your kid or not. Saying that you want to keep more of your tax money and have small, efficient government. None of those things indicate you should be a registered Democrat. What I'm going to ask you to do, at minimum, unregister as a Democrat, go unaffiliated, but you're really a Republican. Because having that conversation, that 10-minute conversation, he's like, you know what? You're right. So the more of that we can do in supporting other conservatives in the space that are not just doing an echo chamber thing, you understand? Like, we get
one other thing is, and bro, I've heard Chairman Whatley, you know, he said this a gajillion times, and it is true. It is one of the most important statistics in all of politics. If you have a 5-minute conversation with somebody, not only are they more likely to vote, they're more likely to vote for the candidate that you're sharing with them about. So those 5-minute conversations now, you and me can do something that a lot of folks can't do. They think they can't do, which is have that discussion. But the other side of this is it's not always about Democrat, Republican. Sometimes it's just about getting people to recognize that how they are registered doesn't necessarily reflect their values. And just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. Now, are there some people who, no matter what you say, no matter how objective, no matter how fact-based, no matter what you point out, are going to continue to vote that way? Sure. And those people, you're going to get that. But the fact of the matter is, ultimately, it's our job as people who love this country, who love our communities, who care about our fellow citizens, to have these 5-10 minute conversations with people. And more often than not, the thing to do is shut up and listen, find out what's important to people, and then say, hey, there's a direction you can go. There's a policy position that may be beneficial to you and that can help you out. Let me just say this, bro. I went to the Charlotte, the Black Political Caucus of Charlotte Mecklenburg. I went to their Christmas event, right? Mm-hmm. Natasha Marcus, who is a county commissioner or something like that, and what's the lady's name? Rachel Hunt. Okay, so I've got my Ali for Congress badge on, and they walk up and they say, "Oh, you're running for Congress. Oh, that's interesting. What district?" And I said, "I'm running in 12." The first person was Rachel Hunt. She goes, "Oh, you're going to primary Alma Adams. That's an uphill battle." I said, "Oh, no. There's no primary. I'm running against her in the general. I'm a Republican." Her first response was, "Well, what are you doing here?" And then I kindly said, "Miss Hunt, that's the problem. You assumed because I'm black that I'm automatically a Democrat. That's the problem. You know, your racism on display there, the soft bigotry of your expectation of what black people are." And then to get up there and hear her talk about, we're going to fight for environmental justice, which nobody has even defined for me yet, bro. What?
So I'm gonna place a friendly wager with you, 1,000 pesos, that that there will be no debate for Congress 12.
Oh no, that lady don't want to
debate. I don't think there's gonna be. I don't think she will come have a sit down, right? Because this is what's gonna happen. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. Sure. And we're gonna get at, as we always do, because there's nothing new for us on this podcast. My brother and I's past is no secret. Like we've talked about all of this stupid shit we've done as teenagers right here. So when you pull up, when you say young adults, you got pulled over for driving without a license.
Sure did.
Yeah, sure it happened. Did. Raheem got pulled over when he was 20 for smoking weed in the car. Yep, sure did. Absolutely did a lot of dumb shit as a kid, right? A lot of stupid stuff as a kid. But guess what you're not going to be able to do? You're not going to be able to do. And I'm speaking for my brother here. You're not going to be able to challenge our actual work and our positions on policy and things that matter, and our actions as it directly relates to putting those policies and advocating for those policies. You're not going to be able to challenge that. Which you're not.
Look, that's the Democrat playbook, and I'm fully prepared for that. But to your point, we're going to offer the opportunity for her to debate. And the one thing I will say, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, folks that support our platform, be mindful when a candidate doesn't want to debate the issues. When it's about the politics of personal destruction, when it's about making it personal and you don't want to debate the issues, that's somebody who assumes your vote already. That's somebody who thinks so little of you that they don't need for you to know their position. And we had a Democrat state senator early on in our platform's history that told you, especially in North Carolina, the Democrats are not going to tell you why you should vote for somebody. The only thing they're going to do is play this racism. The white man is racist and the General Assembly is racist. And even now we've got these ridiculous lawsuits saying that black people don't have choice. My vote's not going to count because it's just the most ridiculous thing ever. But
listen, on the back side of this, as you talk about that, let's bring up, because we're going into the 24 primary season. Let's look at real quick. Let's look at the dates. These are some of the important dates for y'all, ladies and gentlemen, to know about going into the top of this year. January 15th, we have the Iowa caucus. Okay. January 23rd, we have the New Hampshire primary. Very, very important. February 3rd in South Carolina, we have a primary. February 6th, Nevada primary, okay? And then there's a bunch of, February 8th is the caucuses. So you can see here, you can find this information. What is this website up here? 270 to win, right? They have a full list here. So you said North Carolina. Let's get down to them. When is y'all? What do y'all got going on down there?
March 5th is our primary. March 5th is the North Carolina primary.
There you go.
In that March 5th group right there. Now, I will say this. And when you talk about presidential primaries, I thought this was an interesting thing to see because they just released these new polls, and to see Nikki Haley jump up to 29% to be beating Ron DeSantis in New Hampshire is very interesting. That's a very, very interesting polling that they did there.
But you know, polls are very, very interesting things. Polls are, I don't put a lot of oomph into the polls anymore because, this is, polls say this, polls say that. Look, 29 is still far away from 44.
Yeah, and look at Iowa. Yikes.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little surprised by Ramaswamy's numbers. I'm a little surprised by his numbers. I really, really am. Because it appears he would have more traction. I mean, listen, he said some very, very honestly, just very raw, truthful things. He said some things that were a little obnoxious. I have to agree with. Came off a little obnoxious there, but he did make a point that I agree with. It is that you have to explain how you come into politics with no money, none, and leave up out with tens of millions. Nah, bro. Nah, I'm not cool with that.
Wait. Hold on. Devil's advocate here. Devil's advocate. I get elected to Congress. I write a book about my experience and we make $10 million on the book.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with that?
You had time to write a book? What you mean you wrote a book?
When did you have time? They got the thing. You talk to a guy. You go to the website. You do a book.
Here's what we should do. Should do.
Okay.
Politicians should only receive the salary that matches the median income of the state they live in.
Okay, so if the median income in your state is $60,000,
that's what you should get.
Okay.
That's what you should get.
But how does that work?
Listen, because it's a scaling thing, right? There should be no. You should be making what a hard-working person makes. Right? That'll give you the incentive to do the job better.
That's relative because you got a hardworking guy that works at McDonald's and a hardworking guy that's why I said the median of a company.
That's why I said the median. Put him at the median.
I think about $100,000 for a Congress.
That's way too much.
Right.
No,
that's about right.
I don't think so.
Because you're not getting $100,000 after taxes. That's
like no. You're gonna get the $100,000, and not only are you gonna you're gonna get the $100,000. You know why you're gonna get the $100,000? Because you're gonna, everybody's gonna comp you pretty much everywhere you go. Yeah, you're gonna get comped, right? Whether you take it or not, it's a whole different thing. But I'm seeing it at a legislative level where some of these people can't even buy something. It's like like no, assemblyman, take it. I insist. You help me out. Though.
Yo, bro. All things considered, somebody invited me to lunch a couple of days ago. And I was like, yo, I gotta buy my own lunch. I can't let you buy because I don't want people to get to the point where they're like, oh, I bought the gun. Nah, no.
So what I'm saying is, depending on the office, you shouldn't be making like $100,000 a year to do what?
Now, but for that $100,000,
explain. But listen, what?
Listen. For that $100,000 or whatever, that I think the salary right now is $174. Yeah, the filing fee was $1,700, so it's $174,000 is the pay for your U.S. House rep, right? I better never have no problem getting a hold of my congressman for that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, it ain't a vote you can miss. You better be present for everything. Like,
that's what I'm saying. What are you getting that for? right? What are you getting that for? Look what I'm saying. Look what I'm saying. That type of money, like, let's do the math. Alma Adams been in there how long?
10 years.
Times, say the average, say it ain't always been 100, average it out to 75,000. Right. Just average, say 75,000, right? Times 10 years. Come on.
But I'm a term limits guy. I don't think you need to be. I don't think you need to be up there that long. I don't think you need to be up there.
I'd have to agree with you. So that's the listing before we get in the weeds with this. Some important dates, like I mentioned, coming up is your 15th. You have the Iowa caucus, February 8th, Nevada, Virgin Islands caucus, but New Hampshire primaries, the 23rd of January. And like I said, you guys can go to 270towin.com /2024 presidential election, get more information. Get the dates, find out where there's primaries near you, find out who's running, all that good stuff. So,
bro, hold on real quick before we jump off. I just decided to look at this real quick. Wow. And this is old numbers, bro. These are old numbers. Top 10 senators in 2012. Mark Warner was worth $257 million. Richard Blumenthal, $103 million. Kay Hagan, $24 million. Mitch McConnell, $22 million. Kristen Gillibrand is the bottom 10 senators worth $291, $248.
Congress people. Where's the Congress people?
Representatives. Here we go. Top 10 reps. Chris Collins at the bottom of the top 10 with $59 million. Darrell Issa is worth $400 million. I don't even know who Vernon Buchanan is. I ain't even heard of some of these people before. Bottom 10. Yo, how are you with negative $12 million? Yo.
I almost thought that said Sean Puffy. I was like, oh, I almost for a second because it was so tough. It's like Sean Puffy Combs is on there. What he doing on the list?
Hey, look at this. But these people are, how are you 19 million in a hole though, bro? Like, come on though. But the fact of the matter is money should not be the determining factor in politics, but more often than not, it is. But ladies and gentlemen, the primaries are fast approaching. Again, make sure you know where you are. Make sure you're registered to vote. You know when and where you're supposed to go vote if you have a primary. Are we headed in the right direction? Some indicators that we are, some indicators that we're not. I know one thing's for certain. We will do better once we get Joe Biden's butt up out of there, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know what you think.
I got money on it. I got money on, and when I say money, I got pesos on they locking his ass up. He definitely
Joe Biden getting locked up.
I hope so. I really hope. I really hope they throw him in jail.
Yo, listen. Do you think they're gonna lock Trump up?
I would hope not, but I mean,
do you think the Supreme Court weighs in and says? Do you think the Supreme Court weighs in and keeps him on the ballots in these states?
Because what they're doing is unconstitutional. It's a novel legal theory with this whole the 13th Amendment thing. This whole Section 3, whatever that is. That's nonsense. That's not going to stick. That's ridiculous. Yes, the Supreme Court's going to get involved. Yes, it's not going to stick. Yes, Trump's going to stay on the ballot. Does he go to jail? I mean, listen, you would have to convince me. I don't see how that's going to work. Jack Smith is doing a terrible job. Well, he can't do a good job because it's a terrible case, right? So, if you really pay attention to what's going on with Trump, you'll find out that these cases do not have a lot of legs on them.
No.
All right. And the more evidence that comes out, and the more things that are put in discovery, we're starting to see that these cases don't really have legs. The New York case is ridiculous. So do they lock him up? I mean, I would hope not, but anything's possible with the left at this point, with the weaponization of the federal government at this level. So I would hope not, but is it possible? Sure. Yeah, but let's wrap it up. We're out of here. First show of the year. Let's get it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, last thing, if you are in the Charlotte and surrounding area, we need you to join us for a campaign reception for my congressional campaign. We have got RNC committee woman Keisha Brassington, Chairman of the NCGOP, Mr. Michael Watley, and Speaker of the North Carolina House, Tim Moore, joining us for a reception Thursday, January 25th at Midtown Tavern, 1500 East 3rd Street. Go to aliforcongress.com. Get your tickets. It's only $50 to attend, but we'll definitely appreciate more than that if you want to be a sponsor. Go to info@aliforcongress.com or call Vivian, our campaign manager, at the number on your screen, the RSVP. Again, you can go to aliforcongress.com to get your tickets. We really appreciate all the love and the support right here on the Urban Conservative. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, right here, top of the morning, the Urban Conservative podcast. For my twin brother up there, my twin brother, Abdul Ali.
Ooh.
Jiki. For my twin brother, Raheem Architect Soto, I'm Abdul Ali.
He don't even know who he is.
I don't know who I am, no mo.
Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.